Hello and welcome. My name's Casey. I have an 18-month-old son named Paul and a 6-month-old daughter named Denise, and their father, my fiance's name is also Paul. But today I just wanted to take some time to explain what the channel is going to be about, what my vision is, also how Paul and I started talking again, just some dates, not too into detail, but some dates as to when we got pregnant with our son, when we had him, same thing with our daughter, just some dates. But for this channel, I mostly want it to be mommy lifestyle, some grocery hauls in there maybe every now and then, just to show different things, but vlogs, some sit downs, not all sit downs, but that was the cat's tail, but some sit downs to explain things, some like this, or some updates on the babies, which I want to do, and I know I said that in my last video. So that's pretty much what it's going to be, and I'll always take any suggestions as to what videos you want to see, because at first, especially right now, I'm trying to think of different things to record other than just vlogs, and vlogs are not the most exciting right now because we aren't doing much with the quarantine. I'm home with the babies and we really don't take them anywhere. Pretty much my dad's to swim, like I've said before, and we might take them to his Paul's, my fiance's dad or mom's to say hi, but that's just about it. We also do go and see my aunt and cousin, but that's once a week on pretty much Sundays, which I will get a video of that, but that's really it. But so let's get into the main reason for this video, which is to talk about who, what's, when, where, and why, pretty much. So Paul and I started talking at the end of March, and we actually got pregnant with our son very quickly. We got pregnant within a month, just about, and a lot of our family just was like, what, who is this? But little did they know, Paul and I actually knew each other for quite some time. We got pregnant at 19. Our birthdays are days apart, like 10 days apart, but we got pregnant at 19, and our families were like, oh my god, you're so young, you don't even know each other. But we've known each other since 6th grade middle school. Yes, we didn't really talk, maybe on and off, hi, how are you, but that's really it. But we knew each other then. We actually dated, if back that many years you want to call it dating, at 6th grade, but we did. And we love our life now. We are so happy where we are. Everything we have, things are coming together. We're starting to do things together, buying things like buying the house, which I will talk more about eventually down the road, when things don't want to get too happy about it, because anything can happen at any time. But so we knew each other for a while. We got pregnant within a month. Then we had to explain to our family that we know each other. We are not some random people, and we are having a child together. We know each other, and we want to be together forever. We always wanted children. Even, I know that was kind of silly at a young age, really young age back then, to think that we wanted children, but we always knew we were meant for each other, and the time would come, and it has. So the end of April, we got pregnant with our son. His due date was January 17th, 2019. He actually came a month early, pretty much a month early, 4 weeks. He was born at 36 weeks and 3 days, and that was due to complications, which maybe I'll do a video about each pregnancy or both pregnancies in one. I mean, I have a whole bunch of video ideas, and this will be good to look back at because I'm giving myself ideas as I'm talking. But he was born early, so we had him, we're so happy, and we're loving life, and we knew we wanted another child. And that's the other thing, we tried for Paulie. We wanted him. A lot of people thought we got pregnant on mistake, which was not the case at all. We knew we wanted to start a family together. Yes, we were a little crazy and doing everything so fast, but we knew we wanted to be together. We knew this was meant to be, and not everybody thought so, but we are the ones that knew what we want. We had Paulie, and then again in the beginning of April of now 2019, is when we got pregnant with Denise, and her due date was December 28th, and she actually came a week and a half early, again due to complications, but she was born at 38 weeks and 4 days. So, that's really not that early. She was absolutely fine. Along with Paulie, I will say he was absolutely fine being born at 36 weeks and 3 days, which, because of the complications, were reasons that he actually was a good weight when he was born. But yeah, so she came a little early, and that, nothing too crazy. And here we are now with a 18-month and a 6-month-old, and they are doing amazing. And, we wouldn't change anything for the world. It was just the best thing that could happen to us. And, we started with so many different things. So when we got pregnant with Paulie, I had my own apartment. So now I'll give you a timeline of places that we've lived and, a little bit of what has changed along with having the babies. When we got pregnant with Paulie, I was actually in my own apartment. Paul was living with his father at the time, and we got pregnant with Paulie, and then I think I moved out in June. Mid-June was when my lease was up at that apartment. I moved out and moved back to my mom's house, and that was just because I didn't want to be at that apartment anymore. I was, farther away from my parents than I wanted to be at the time, and I just, I was by myself in my apartment. I just did not like it, because at that time we weren't thinking of exactly moving in together yet. Although we did know we were pregnant, we just weren't sure. Everything was up in the air. So I moved back home, and Paul actually just would stay almost every night, so he pretty much moved in to my room at my mom's house. So that was June. So then back in October, my mom moved out, and we took over that apartment. We just would, pay my mom, and she would send the check to our landlord. But we took over that apartment. We were paying for everything, and that was something where we started splitting bills and really learning what it was like to live together and pay for things ourselves. Yes, we were kind of living together already, but we didn't have to pay for rent. We bought our own groceries, things like that, but my mom didn't make us pay for anything. So we, it was a big, not necessarily wake-up call, because I already knew what it was like, paying bills and whatnot. And Paul, he's really good at, saving and whatnot, so it's not like he just went and spent all his money on everything and didn't have money for an apartment. We were absolutely, we were lucky, we were fine. So, we would split rent, split groceries, anything the babies need, Wi-Fi to, heat and all those kinds of things, we would split. And so we were there from October to just over a year. So October of 2018, and then we had Paulie, December of 2018. And then December of 2019, right after we actually had Denise, we got a letter in the mail how our landlord was going to be raising our rent. And, our place was nice, but it was not worth what he was going to be, raising it to. We knew we could have something else, a little bit better or a little bit bigger for just a little bit more than what he was going to raise it to. So we moved. Denise was a month and a half after we moved, and that is actually the place we are in now, which, it's an apartment. It's okay. It's, as we knew when we moved here, it was not going to be forever, because our next goal was to be buying a house, which we are in the process of now. We have been here for 5 months now, almost going on 6. So it hasn't been too long being here, but we know we're gonna, connections and whatnot, we're gonna be able to get out of our lease. So we started looking for a house, and everything was in place for what we needed for a house, and which we were, we're so excited about, to have something that's ours, that we're putting money towards, that we are going to have. And this house that we're buying, could very well be our forever home. It's not, huge. Who knows down the road, where things are going to take us, and financial wise, where we might want a bigger house. But this, as of right now, is perfect. We could live in it forever. The kids will have their own rooms. We have our nice sized room. We're gonna have a basement and everything. And that's still if this house goes, everything goes well, but still any house that we buy, we would want one to be possibly a forever home. But I know this is, a little all over the place, but I definitely want to talk about where Paul and I started and how we started talking and when the babies were born and, things of where we were and where we are, just, something. But that is it for this video, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you'd like. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.